You may remember this past Sunday, I preached on Revelation 17 and 18, which used the symbol of Babylon the harlot. And that's a really profound symbol. And what Revelation tends to do is function in kind of symbolic dualities. And we've seen this in other parts of Revelation. But whereas in 17 and 18, we're dealing with Babylon the harlot, as we move forward in Revelation, we're going to be introduced to the bride of the Lamb, and her name is going to be Jerusalem. And the way that Jerusalem is described contrasts directly with the depiction of Babylon in 17. And so I want to read to you about the New Jerusalem, the bride of the Lamb. This comes from Revelation 21, verse 9. Then came one of the seven angels who had the seven bowls full of the seven last plagues and spoke to me, saying, Come, I'll show you the bride, the wife of the Lamb. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great high mountain. And, this idea of God's presence residing on a mountain or encountering the presence of God on a mountain is pretty typical in your Old Testament. But he showed me the holy city, Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven, not residing over many waters or having that association to the sea, but coming from the very presence of God. You think of the contrasting that's happening there. And verse 11 says, it has the very glory of God. Its radiance like a most rare jewel, like a jasper, clear as crystal. And this is contrasting with the earthly beauty and the power that Babylon conveys, right? It's dressed in scarlet and purple, and it's adorned with gold and jewels. Jerusalem, the bride of the Lamb, doesn't have these earthly markers of beauty or power, but instead it has the very radiance of God, the very glory of God, like a precious jewel. And then you're going to get depictions of its walls. And as you keep reading, you're going to get the symbolism of the river of life running through Jerusalem. And this contrasts with Babylon, the harlot, who has that goblet full of abominations that she pours out to make the nations drunk. Jerusalem is going to have this river of life that heals all the nations, that heals all people. And so you can see the contrast of images there, the type and the antitype. You're going to see, whereas in Revelation 18, you get this lament, this funeral dirge for the death and the ultimate destruction of Babylon, what we're going to have in Revelation 21 and 22 is this rejoicing over this heavenly city, this place where God dwells freely with his people, right? There is no temple because the Lamb is in their midst. There is no threat of the sea. This city is perfectly secure. And so it's going to pick up on language of Isaiah 62, for instance, and that relational metaphor of God as the bridegroom and Jerusalem as the bride. And so John is going to develop that symbol even more here in these chapters. But it's a really profound and powerful way of highlighting the two kind of destinies of earthly power, of earthly influence, of any kind of system or culture or power that promotes gods of our own choosing or idolatry or spiritual infidelity versus what it means to be consecrated to the Lamb, what it means to give our heart and our allegiance and our loyalty and our hope to the God who has created and redeemed and sustains us until we experience the beauty of the new creation. We experience the reality of the New Jerusalem, where we live freely with our God, with no more threat, no more fear. So I hope it's an encouragement to you as you read these last few chapters of Revelation. This is where we get the really big theological payoff, right? We've gone through these really intense graphic images, and now we're getting this beautiful vision of our hopeful future. And so I hope you have a better understanding of this book. I hope now you kind of understand how it's choosing to communicate, and it's become a little bit more clear to you how we can wrestle with these symbols and make sense of them and the spiritual reality they're communicating. But I pray this series has been a blessing to you. You can always reach out to me if you have more questions about Revelation. You can email me at jefft@concordia.cc. But thanks for watching these videos. Thanks for being part of this sermon series. God bless you, and I hope to see you on Sunday morning.